Hello everybody, I'm Everman22. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 things you should know about Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. 1. It will have fully destructible 3D environments. Thanks to the core tech engine, different attacks affect the environment in a multitude of ways. This should make the gameplay more frantic, as larger enemies will shred through your cover if you're too passive about killing them, as well as allowing you to shred through your enemy's cover, making you feel as if your holy rage knows no bounds. This also means you can bury enemies in rubble with focused fire if they're standing under a pillar, for instance. 2. It's gonna be bloody. Just as the core tech engine allows you to destroy the environment, it also allows every bolt or shot and melee weapon to have impact, allowing you to suppress enemies with a maelstrom of blows and shots. Armor breaks, limbs fly off, internal organs spill from the bodies, and grenades cause bodies to explode in a massive gore and ichor. You can also focus on certain limbs on enemies to weaken them before you execute them. And sometimes the strong enemies care nothing for the kin, gunning them down simply because they're in the way between you and them. Overall, this allows for deep, tactical gameplay. 3. It's a classic action RPG reminiscent of Diablo, and let me tell you why. There are a number of classes, one being the Crusader class. The Crusader is the tank, possessing power armor that looks strikingly similar to those worn by the fearsome Space Marines. There is also supposed to be a female-only class. There are 2 modes, one of which is single-player only and has its own unique story as well as unique characters. There is also a quote-unquote open world located in the Caligari sector. For those of you who don't know, sector is hundreds of star systems put together, which means hundreds of inhabitable planets to explore. To achieve this, there are hundreds of randomly generated maps and a huge variety of mission types. This makes the open world almost sound like an MMO because of the scope. This is compounded by the fact that there are supposed Inquisitor guilds, as well as building and defending your own Inquisitor fortress from other players. In said fortress, you store your loot and your followers that you acquire from your mini missions. Another reason it sounds like MMO is because there are supposed to be unique world events from time to time, as well as mini campaigns, aka story quests, in which can include mini bosses. It can support up to 4-player co-op. 4. It's horrifyingly gorgeous. The models seem incredibly detailed for this level of destructibility. You can see the armor shatter from bolted fire, the environment be completely obliterated, and see limbs get blown off because of excessive force. But what you can also see is the putrid masses of flesh and metal decayed by time and the warp, realizing quite astonishing detail. It's a beautifully disgusting treat for the eyes. Somehow they managed to make eldritch abominations made of mutated masses of decayed flesh and metal look artistically gorgeous in its horror. Based on these images, the art department really tried to make the effort for this game to look good, and I have to give them props. It looks amazing. There's an amazing level of destructibility from what we've seen, and there seems to be a high level of persistency for this exquisitely detailed game. I'm curious about the system specs you'd need to run this on high, probably more than my comp can handle. 5. It seems like the enemies are mostly Chaos Cultists, Chaos Space Marines, Chaos Demons, and Demon Spawn. From the trailer, we can confirm that Nurgle, Father of Rot, is a faction of Chaos to encounter in the game. And from images, we've also seen Forge Fiends, which are demon-powered engines of Hellfire, and when they run out of bullets, they just start eating corpses to get more. I imagine there'll be many more different types of enemies, but for now this is all the information I could find. There was once a page that discussed the various types of enemies, but it's been removed for some reason, I don't know why. I'm Everman22, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a nice day. Oh, and one more thing. Because Inquisitor Martyr is being set in such a vast area of space and not everyone is familiar with the lore of Warhammer 40k, the developer Neocore Games is releasing a free short story series called Caligari Archivum to expand on the game and build backstory. And I do love Warhammer 40k merchandise, especially when it's free.